I guess I'll play a little bit of this. Just make sure the audio is good. Let's see here. Wrong profile. There we go. And there we go. Give it a couple seconds. Perfect. Okay, right, we were here. But just to take a look, meet with Mr. Schaefer in the nightclub. Okay, we'll take a look around first. The DJ's looking at us. Club goer. I'm not even gonna butcher that. Yeah, oh, just adjusting my mouse sensitivity. Probably play for a little bit and then gonna help my toddler have a bath because he needs one. Been doing lots of running around today. Seems wrong to do that, but I just did. Drinks are cash only. What will you have? Right now. Oh, wait, what are your prices? Yeah, okay. Probably in euros, right? Okay, I guess that'd be kind of expensive. Lots of people mingling, that's cool. Everyone's friendly, I think. Don't know what that means. Guten Abud. Oh, Guten Abend. I'm gonna pretend I know how to pronounce that. Oh, you were looking at me, but I guess you weren't. Hey, I'm working here. Appreciate the detailed bathrooms. I always feel like a good immersive sim has a toilet in it. I know that sounds like a weird rule, but it's just a level of realism, you know? Hey, if you're looking to score some stims, talk to my brother. He's hanging out around the corner from the club. Thanks, maybe I'll pay him a visit. There we go. On the corner of the club. Well, I just kind of want to take a look around here to see what's going on. Club goer, yeah. Interesting geometrical windows. Okay. But we're gonna have to go there later. Are we already at the bottom of the... No, I guess we are. Well, let's score some stims. It is nice having these little calm chapters to kind of, you know, have a little bit of peace before the storm. It is a nice little immersive sim touch, you know, just wandering around, exploring. Not always on edge, so that when you're sneaking around, it feels more intense. You don't get that fatigue. I'm pretty sure I've expressed that before. Oh, here you go. Dealer. Beat it, kid, I'm working here.
Your sister said you'd sell me some stims.
Sorry, didn't figure you for a stim head. What are you looking for? God, anything a little stronger? I do have a lot of cash, so I might as well do... We'll get a hacking stim. How many hacking stims do I got? 3. I got an alright. Let's see what's a little stronger. Shh, you didn't get these from me, understand? Hudson Scrambler, Anti-Light Grenade, Displacement Orb. Sure. Remember, if you get caught, you didn't get that from me. Might as well spend the money. honestly, the anti-light ones will probably be the most handiest ones. I mean, why don't I just buy a bunch? Why even hold on to money? Oops. Yeah, let's get a couple anti-lights. I wish you had health stims, but that's okay. Yeah, I think that's enough. Hopefully I don't need like a glorious amount of money at any point. I could see that also being the immersive sim thing to do. Yeah, I guess it's been a couple of days since I last played this game. Don't even remember what I was talking about last time. I had a family get-together on the weekend. My brother-in-law was celebrating his 40th birthday with his wife, and they rented a hall and ordered a ton of pizza, and there was a bar there, and I drank way too much, and the music was booping. One funny detail that happened was a Nickelback song started playing and everyone cleared the dance floor. Oh, those guys can't catch a break, I guess. And yeah, it was a really good time. My wife got some matching outfits for the kidlets, the toddler and the newborn. They looked very adorable. She wore a red dress. It was prom themed. I don't know where all my prom stuff is, so I just 100 cash just laying on the table. We're just robbing tips here. Guess that's who we are. Oh, we're on the run, aren't we? Kind of a neat club, at least conceptually. Yeah, it was good. It's nicely decorated. Lots of neon lights similar to this. I guess the DJ brought his own setup. He had like little light things in the corner that actually projected a lot of light. Holy smokes. And he had like little neon stands, like light bulbs that were on a tripod almost, you know, if that makes any sense. And just standing upright and shifting, and it was all synchronized somehow. And he was just blasting music and playing music, and seemed like a nice guy. Seemed like he was chatting with everyone, hanging out. Older dude. Oldest DJ I've ever seen, but hey, you know, if you love what you do, just do it. Anyway, so I guess we should progress the story a bit, eh? I could chat more about that later if I remember. So Eric Schaefer. Guten Abend. Sind Sie Frau Cleary? Oh boy, language to butcher.
Yes, I am ich bin me. Sorry, do you speak English?
Ja, Peter told me you're looking for someone who does not wish to be found. That is a very tricky thing to do, I think, but I may know someone who can help.
I don't normally try to do accents of different cultures and languages because I feel like I'm just being insulting, but I'm gonna just roll with it. So, forgive me. I already started.
There is a drunk American fellow somewhere around here who was loudly telling everyone at the bar about the job he worked last week. It seems that an anonymous source paid him handsomely to drive several blindfolded passengers to residents just outside the city.
The Beyond staff meeting. Even the guests weren't allowed to know its location.
So good. It all makes sense. Speak with an obnoxious fellow and convince him to tell you the route.
How will I find him?
He was wearing a bright red shirt and shouting loudly in English. Shouldn't be too hard to find. After, go downstairs and meet my driver out front. She will take you wherever you need to go.
Obnoxious, red shirt. Shouting.
Trying to...
Yeah, of course that would hurt. Hey, you.
Hey girl, you look thirsty. Can I buy you a drink?
I'm so not interested.
You got beautiful hair. Do the carpets.
Oh man, this guy sucks. I mean, it's very forward. He's too forward. He sucks. It's just so bold.
If you finish that sentence, I will literally murder you. You recently drive some blindfolded passengers to a residence nearby.
Yeah. What's it to you?
I don't have time for this. Give me the directions and I won't tell your client that you are spilling secrets of global importance all over the bar.
Fine, whatever. Here's the route I took.
Good. What else can you tell me?
The place looked like a fortress. And on the return trip, one of the guests said something about a panic room.
So it's secure. What else?
I swear that's all I know. You crazy?
Literally. Murder.
Yeah, you know, sometimes people get buzzed and they can be extremely forward. Okay. This is where we need to talk to you. Okay.
Is our destination. Let's go. Okay.
This is where it ends, Mrs. Cleary. Beatrix Cheung, the leader of Neon, is holed up in this residence. Break in and tell her we won't be stopped.
Any idea what sort of security I'm facing? The informant said something about a panic room.
If Miss Cheung has retreated to her panic room, you'll need to activate its failsafe mode to enter. There should be a keycard on the premises that opens the panic room in the event of a power failure. Find that keycard, cut the power to the panic room, and get in. You'll also want to disable any wireless transceivers on site to prevent Miss Cheung from sending an emergency signal.
Find keycard, cut power, cut signal. Got it.
When you have dealt with Miss Cheung, we will finally be able to meet. Good luck, Miss Cleary.
I hope our friend from early on in this game, oh gosh, I forgot his name. Janad? Oh, that, is it an issue to be over here just waltzing over? Is this going to be a red flag? Let's take a look around the premise first. Yeah, the birthday thing was fantastic. It was very, very boopin', very loud. The kids did all right considering. My wife had the foresight to get them noise-canceling headphones. So once the newborn had them on, he was content. He snuggled with Grandma. And yeah, I was kind of watching my kiddo and his cousins kind of run around in the field adjacent to the place. Seemed like they were having fun. Wasn't too many kids there. I mean, everyone was drinking, so a couple of the older kids stuck around while the younger kids, some of their parents just took them home, which is totally fair. We had arranged with Grandpa to, I guess my wife's dad, to take the toddler. And it was an open invite, so it was basically as long as it was like family or friends that you knew and could vouch for them, You're allowed to invite them, so it was nice. They ordered way too much pizza. My buddy Scott was like, if they brought all that pizza home and froze it, they'd have enough pizza for an entire year. It was a lot. So they were just telling people to just take it home. So, yeah, I didn't think to do that. And I had about, at least 10 drinks somehow. I was definitely a little not okay the following day. I wasn't like sick, but I was definitely hungover, that's for sure. It just took a while to get there. They might want to consider punching some people out. That was easy. Use the circuit breaker to cut power to the basement. Okay. Did you hear me? You're on edge. But yeah, it was a good time, and everyone was happy to see the kids all dressed up, and we got a couple of good family photos. I just a little bit half cut by the time I was there. Wow. This might be easy. We'll see though. Big property. Got a lot to do though. Don't know if... Almost feels like this might be like getting towards the end of the game. Very close to stepping in the light. I don't really want to do that. What's down here? Just a dude? Sometimes I worry this is all a dream. What if I wake up? What if I never do? Yeah. I don't know. Is there gonna be a plot twist where we're just still inside the Neon Struct computer? Maybe. Just checking the time. Yeah, probably in 5 minutes I'll help my toddler have a bath so he doesn't stink. He's fine. He doesn't... We don't let that happen. You're usually on top of it, of course, but he was playing with some dirt, so he's a little dusty. And usually a nice bath helps him relax and get his, whatchamacallit, zoomies out. Okay, you'll just walk over here and then judo chop, and then we'll call it a day. Alright, you don't have night vision, do you? You're definitely armored, though. Oh. I just want to clear out the perimeter. I'm not really sure what this level will have in store for us. Okay. Yeah, nice little pool area. Remember, this game actually has swimming, so I don't think there's anything there, but... let's see here. Could be bad if, we step into the light at any point. Okay. Alright. Nice property you got here. Camera. Lots of guards patrolling the front, understandably. I don't think this game... Ooh, bright light. I don't think this... Oh, excuse me. Game has any water or anything, so... Kind of makes sense that there's no water in the pool, but... It's nice to play a video game, get my mind off of things. yeah, the birthday party was just good. It was a good time. It was wonderful, and you know, I wish I wasn't such a, you know, ugly son of a. Wait, I shouldn't say that. I love my mom. I just, yeah. Anyways, yeah, but hey, you know what? At least my kids are good looking, in my opinion. I mean, obviously there's a bias, but they take after mom. So, whoa. So. Yeah. Let's see here. Let's wait a couple seconds. Yeah, the following day, we ended up driving to pick up my toddler, of course, next city over, and along the way we decided to visit my family. Because unfortunately I didn't have a chance to visit my mom in a while, either because I've been super tired from work and adjusting to the two kids, or one of us in the family was sick, at least, you know, between me, my wife, two kids, right? So, don't really want to expose anything to her while she's going through chemotherapy and all that stuff, but yeah, I saw her yesterday, and it was a little rough, you know. It was tough seeing her like that. I hate to say it, but it's the worst I've seen her, honestly. Yeah, even my dad was having a rough go. Oh my gosh. And we're good. Spoon. This place like crawling with guards. I hear lots of footsteps, so probably. Yeah, and I guess just to kind of finish that thought process there, yeah, it's, cancer's awful. I'm sure this isn't what you want to hear. You know, you being a viewer from whoever or whenever, I don't know. I'm just doing my own thing offline. My knee is shaking as I talk about it, my legs bouncing, so that's why my mouse cursor's kind of been a bit wobbly this episode. It's triggering some anxiety, I guess. So I did take today off of work. Not that I could financially afford that, but I just didn't have it in me. So I'm just, I guess, you know, despite how self-aware I am and the strides I've taken to better myself in terms of my own mental health and bolster the, you know, I guess, oh, really? Just hanging out here? That was easy. Yeah, no, that was actually quite easy. Nice. So we have the panic room key card, so all we need to do is primary transceiver, backup transceiver. Easy. Oh, but yeah, you know, I do things like I work on it. I work on my own mental well-being, and I try to make sure I'm regulated, especially since I have kids and I don't want them to inherit my problems and my sorrows and kind of see me being sad, even though it's totally fair. It's just tough, you know. So yeah, when we did visit my mom, I just brought just the newborn, and then afterwards we picked up the toddler because I was worried about my toddler seeing his grandma in that state, and I didn't want to. So I was worried I wouldn't have it in me to have the conversation. So this is a nice little art gallery. It's kind of a beautiful place conceptually, you know, like, yeah, it's the same painting over and over, but pretty cool. Cool idea. Just gonna knock this guy out because I don't want to deal with anything right now in terms of enemies anyways, because they will melt your flesh. Oh, there's a key card for the entrance. I keep forgetting to actually pickpocket them. Probably would have had so much more money by now if I did that, or other assets, you know, like maybe stims, who knows. But anyways, yeah, so Yeah, I guess she's doing the best she can. She's fighting it. She's fighting it. And Dad's not sure if it's the chemotherapy that's affecting her. Apparently they have her on some more aggressive stuff, and she just has a hard time in general on it. She's always been kind of had adverse reactions to it. Like she's kind of allergic, so the process is... It's, just hard. And I don't know. And this isn't good YouTube content. This is kind of depressing to talk about, but I guess I don't know. It's just on my mind, and I think what I'm trying to do with this channel is just be myself and be real, because I don't have the capacity to be anyone else. You know, for better or for worse. Maybe this will just be a snapshot of my life, and I don't know, hopefully things will be better later on. This is very different than what I've seen before for the ball breaker game. Yo. Very good. So we're making some good progress here. Just want to see if there's anything around the corner here. Doubt it. It'd be kind of neat if there was some more geocache stuff. Save. Hey. Look at us, we're on the roof. Any of those strangers up here? I feel like this would be a good spot for them. Basically a ninja. Yeah, I guess the director in the beginning of this game was right to try to, oh, look at that. This was intentional after all. Don't know if we can get back up, and I don't want to drop back down. Ooh boy. I think we're gonna have to. Bit of a drop though. Oh man. Yeah, these signs do not look like you can stand on them, as I've discovered previously. Shucks. Well, I'll just try to... Okay, there we go. Maybe that wasn't so bad. Anyways. Can only hope for the best, but expect the worst. Life goes on. No matter what happens, I gotta keep my head on my shoulders and make sure I resolve however I'm feeling so that I can be a proper father for my kids. You know, if that makes any sense. But I am admittedly and yeah, emotionally I'm hurting. But that's to be expected. And I guess that's that. But I will be okay no matter what. It just, everything takes time, right? You are a ninja. And there are a lot of guards here. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. I think that's what we need right there. This has been a nice little game, and I appreciate the one YouTuber commenter who asked me to continue playing this game. And I hope whoever they are, or whenever they are, I hope they're doing alright. I appreciate the engagement. Even though this channel, I don't even know what this channel is sometimes. It's just some guy, 2 kids, mid-30s, playing games in his free time. Which hasn't been a whole lot, admittedly, but it's to be expected, you know, the newborn. Also want to spend time with my kids too. And all the family stuff we got going on. Usually something always going on, but you know, with my mom getting sick, I've learned to have a bit more value, and it's not to say I didn't have value, but I understand the ephemeral nature of life and how we should spend time with people. It's not always easy though. Been thinking sometimes after work I've been letting myself be too tired or be too mopey about work and stuff like that or whatever going on, and it's definitely a door. That's definitely a switch. I just saw it, I'm like, why is that upside down? But once we hit that transceiver, we'll be able to override it, but that's what we're here for. Also cool just kind of exploring the manor here. Feels like also a panic room door, but we'll see. We'll find out. Anyone around here? Oh. I do think you knock out people a little too easily, but I don't mind. It's an indie game, and it's all good. Oh, and here's a bit of lore. Hope you're well, dear. I'm sorry to bother you again, but have you seen the failsafe keycard to the panic room? I'm certain I had it when I showed you around the house last week, but now I can't find it. Perhaps I dropped it in gallery. Please let me know if you've seen it. Trixie. Those masks from her dream. I'm not being safe by just wandering into the light. It's probably the wife reminding me. Oh. I hope I dispatched all the guards in this perimeter area. Otherwise, this is going to be a bad time. Oh boy. I hear something. Come on, come on. Okay, I will just gonna save it here. Quick save, and then we'll just be right back. Let's just see. Yep. Yes, yeah, I will start the sun's bath. So,
I will be right back. This one.
okay, we're back. We are back. And I got a little bit of a guest here. It's my second son. My newborn-ish. 2 months old as of this point. Chilling on my lap. Although, a lot more mobile than when he was last here. Growing up every day, squirming, kicking, starting to kind of coo and talk. It's pretty neat. It's pretty cool. Yeah. Oh, basically we all went upstairs. Wife was taking, I call her mom, because in the context of speaking on behalf of the kids, it's just something we do to kind of remind them manners and stuff like that. Okay, my toddler is asleep, according to my wife. I have newborn. I have the baby. He's squirmy. He also spat up on me like 3 times. Within the last like 20 minutes. Oh my lord. That's just part of fatherhood. That is part of fatherhood. Parenthood. Part of parenthood. But I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. Honestly. Having you kids in my life balances out so much of the negativity. It's hard to explain. And yes, I'm usually tired from how long the days get. The days feel long, but the years feel short. That's the saying, right? But it's been a good. I don't know. It's been a wonderful leg of the journey, minus the stuff with my mom. My baby, he's squirmy, as in needs me or playful. I got it. He's... oh, that's a guard there. He's just awake. I'll bring you upstairs when when you're done chilling here. He's a lot more alert these days. He's able to pan his head around and look. Can't really lift up his head so good. Don't really know if he knows how to control his arms and feet yet. But he's doing good. He's gaining weight. Yeah. Cheung, as per your request, you installed an additional wireless transceiver on the upstairs balcony. Old transceiver downstairs hallway. There were reinforced walls and so partially shielding its signal, but adding a larger antenna could boost its range. Give you an invoice. Not too worried about that, because I'm pretty sure we have all the objectives ticked off. Now we just gotta confront Beatrix. And maybe we'll beat this game. I don't know if you've seen this game. And you probably won't remember this. Maybe you'll remember some of it if you ever... If you're the person I've been talking to this whole time, maybe every time I go, whoever you are, whenever you are, you're my kid, or one of my kids. But anyways, I don't know where I'm going with this. Neon Struct is a little neat immersion sim with stealth elements, primarily stealth actually. I don't think there's really many combat options, or any really. Play as Jillian Cleary, and you're trying to clear your name, sort of, or find the truth, I guess. And the Neon Struct seems to be some sort of... Oh, what's this? Displacement orbs. Displacement orbs teleport you to their location when they detonate. It's like displacement orbs in your inventory, then throw. That's neat. Kind of reminds me of... Well, I've been playing Skin Deep, and... Yeah, I guess Neon Struct set me on the path of just craving immersive sims recently. But Skin Deep is also a good immersive sim. It has a lot more combat stuff going on, and maybe the missions are a bit more bite-sized. It's more humorous, though. This one's a bit more serious. I do like the story of both of them so far, but they're enjoyable in their own right. I guess you could say that this one feels maybe a bit more simplistic, but it's more also traditional. You know, it's more got a light meter, it's got stealth. Skin Deep is just wacky. It's done by Blendo Games. Okay, so I think we're just gonna head to the basement. Right? It's this way, buddy. Yeah. You know, the difference between you and your older brother is when I fed him formula and like whatever, he'd be ready to pass out. You, on the other hand, you're still squirming. And you like spat up on me like 3 times within the last 20 minutes. But that is fatherhood. That is just part of the process. I say in a weird voice for some reason. No, it is. That's all good. I'm not even upset. I just find it amusing. So every time I thought I had you burped, yeah, you weren't quite done. Well, that's good. It means you're eating lots. I'm gonna quick save here, and I'm gonna have to awkwardly try to swap between voice mod stuff so I can see what I can do here. Oh. Okay. All right. So this is the making me think of that dream sequence where she was thinking about the vault, getting into it. There's even those there's even these masks here. So is she just having some sort of prophetic dream, or it's coincidental? Huh. Strange. Guess we're gonna find out. Oh, hello. Well, I guess you know who we are. Hi. Well, is this the end of the game? I guess we're gonna find out. I think my second son talking in the background is gonna mess up voice mod, but we're gonna do it anyways. Let's go for it. Let's see what happens. Beatrix,
We need to talk. You must be Jillian Cleary. I expected you would pay me a visit eventually. You make yourself comfortable. It is very clever of you to break in like this. But you might have just not. In any case, you have my attention now. What shall we discuss? I wonder if this dictates our endings here.
See, I'm innocent. Stop following me. I think we'll do that one.
I'm innocent. Stop following me. Let's see. Neon. It's... I'm sorry. You have a baby on my lap. Neon has never had any interest in you, Jillian. It is your government which has been pursuing you. I've recently been made aware that the director of Furtwanger falsified the charges against you to keep Neon's tracking program secret. While I applaud his loyalty to the cause, his actions were an error. We also know that Furtwanger was taking bribes from the controlled stims industry to crack down on illegal stims manufacturers. Between these and other offenses, I expect the agency will have him removed from office shortly. So where does that leave me? I will negotiate with your government to see that the charges against you are dropped. Your name will be cleared, and you may return to your life. I only ask that you continue to maintain your silence about Neon. I can't make that promise. And your freedom is not contingent upon it, but please hear me out. I know that Peter Tannhauser has been assumed, and I know Peter well enough to assume that he will want something in return. He will implore you to speak publicly about Neon and the tracking program. I urge you to consider instead the lives which may be saved by your confidence in the latter.
I think my son is getting sleepy eyes, aren't you? Yeah. Okay. I think it's Mama Clock, isn't it? Let's go upstairs. Yeah, it's okay. Just wanted to see how long you'd hang out for, but I get it. There was no one quite like Mom, and I understand that completely. Okay, we'll get going, okay? Alright. Oh. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, my son, my second kiddo, is getting some very, very sleepy eyes. I think it was time to go to bed. That's okay. At least I got to hang out with him a bit. Okay. Yeah, I realized me having my newborn on my lap cooing in the background is probably diminishing the intensity of the events unfolding before us. But I gotta play games when I can, and I also want to spend time with them because I love them. And I don't know. Being next to my kids makes my troubles momentarily disappear. Anyways, I wonder if we're gonna be given a choice here. Go back to our old life or assist Peter Tannhauser. I feel like you're in too deep. I feel like I don't know if we can trust anything. We have the upper hand because we're face to face here. What's stopping her from just fabricating these things? Because you'll buy it up and then they'll just lock you up again forever. And this time no one's going to bust you out. What happens to your buddy Vinod? I think that was his name. You know, and you're... I feel like the only way you could really be out of this situation is either, or I guess let's say Jillian here, she either becomes an employee of Neon here or just sides with Peter Tannhauser, you know? Because otherwise you're just going to be like living your life just knowing that this program or this affiliation is monitoring the world and controlling things and just targeting people that they think are potential threats. I don't know, it's almost too much power, really. But the thing is, you stop her, who's to say this isn't gonna happen again? What if there is no Peter Tannhauser to blow the whistle? I don't know. It's definitely interesting.
And the invasive surveillance program. I suppose you're referring to the tracking program that your agency tested on Mr. Grayside. We have no intention of ceasing that program. The intelligence we gather by implanting persons of interest with tracking devices is simply too valuable. It's a gross invasion of privacy. The public needs to know. Informing the public would jeopardize hundreds of current operations around the globe. It would set our plans back by years and waste billions of dollars. I will not stop you if you decide to speak out, but I would encourage you to consider the value of keeping this secret. This secret destroyed my life. It almost got me killed. And for that, I am truly sorry. Director Furtwanger handled this situation poorly. I will make sure that his tenure as director of your agency is terminated briefly. If you wished to return to your job at the agency, his office would be yours within the year. All we would ask in return is for your silence and support of the tracking program. I don't know. You do not need to answer right away. Go on to Tanko in the morning and speak with Peter. When you have heard both sides of the story, make your decision. Quit harassing Peter Tannhauser. Oh, but where is the fun in that? Our business is keeping secrets. Peter has made it his life's work to sell everyone's secrets but his own. He's a thorn in the side of every government and every corporation. It is only fair if we use his own sordid past against him. People like Peter keep governments and corporations in check. Perhaps. But Peter's method is a shotgun, or a scalpel would suffice. You can blow the whistle on corruption and still keep secrets. For example, I trust that your testimony as Director Furtwanger would be rather informative. And you would not need to make any mention of Neon. Let me think about it. Of course. Go speak with Peter in the morning. Find where your loyalties lie, then make your choice. That's all. I'll be going now. Of course, you're free to leave when you wish. And remember, there is always value in secrets. You could work with me and use secrets to save lives. Or you could let Peter profit by selling secrets to the public. This is your choice, and I trust you will consider it wisely. Enjoy your freedom, Jillian.
It's probably the best grade I've had so far. Interesting. She's extremely convincing, that's for sure. Okay, speak with Peter Tannhauser and decide your future. Oh boy, this is it, isn't it? Locked door. Is there something in here? Weird that there'd just be a locked door to the side here. I wonder what's in there. Tanko. Have you made the right choices in your life? Have you made a difference? Have I? That is an interesting question to ask. I made many choices under the assumption I was making the right one at the time. And in hindsight, things could have been better, but, well, I mean, you just do the best you can, given with what you know, and you learn along the way. And, yeah, you're gonna make mistakes. It's just how life goes. And then you learn for next time. And really, if you're asking whether you made the right choices or not in your own life, that's up to you to decide. I don't know how it all ends or where we end up. If we end up where we want to go, but you have to make that call. I guess just live your life. Just, yeah, roll with it. You can dwell on your past choices and mistakes, and it can eat at you. But sometimes what's done is done, and you just have to move on.
Good morning. How can I help you?
I'm Jillian Cleary. I'm here to see Mr. Tannhauser.
Of course, Miss Cleary. He's upstairs in the control room.
More amazing music. Journalist.
Oh, hello. You must be Jillian Cleary. I'm just finishing up a story about you. Do you have time to answer some questions?
Maybe later. I need to speak with Mr. Tannhauser.
Oh, of course. He's probably up in the control room getting ready for this morning's broadcast.
Where is everyone? I thought this place would be busier.
Our profit margin is pretty slim. Peter had to let a couple of the other guys go last month. Oh.
So he's maybe not profiting off of this as much as Beatrix made it sound like. Can I help you, miss?
I'm looking for Mr. Tannhauser.
Oh, he's upstairs in the control room.
Is this the only studio? I imagine this place would be bigger.
This is it. Peter likes to talk a big game, but we run a lean operation here. Huh. I don't know if there's any geocaches here, because it's the end. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a nice building, but I guess it's not like a Hollywood studio, you know? It's really only a couple rooms. Okay. Overlooking the studio. So I guess this is it, isn't it? The end of the game. Well, I had fun. I'm not sure how I want to end it quite yet, but I did enjoy a lot about this game. I guess it was kind of short, kind of sweet. You know, sneaking around and getting distracted by all sorts of things and playing poorly has made this game seem probably a lot longer than it actually was. I'm sure my Steam playtime is going to be very high because I also just tend to leave it running and idling, but I do that with all my games, really. But I would recommend it if you want a short and sweet little indie game.
Miss Cleary, at last we meet in person.
Thank you for your hospitality, Peter.
Of course, it is the very least I could do for one such as yourself. And how was your meeting with Miss Cheung? Can I trust that Neon will not be bothering me anymore?
Beatrix assured me of my own freedom, but I couldn't convince her to leave Tanko alone.
I see. Even in the light of your circumstances, Neon cannot perceive the danger in keeping secrets. And I suppose Miss Cheung tried to convince you to remain quiet about what you have learned.
Yes. She believes the world will be a safer place as long as Neon can continue to operate in secret.
Disappointing, but I'm glad for your safety. In any case, it seems you will not be needing sanctuary here after all. Although perhaps we may still work together in some capacity. Where do your loyalties lie? What do you hold dear? We will present our morning broadcast shortly. So, Miss Cleary, shall we tell the world today?
Huh. So basically, I feel like one side here is you work with Peter here and you expose secrets and corruption. And the other one is probably you work with your former agency and be Neon's puppet. Maybe making the world a better place, but at what cost? I think... well, it looks like Peter's the underdog here. I think he's helped you out. I don't know where you'd be if he didn't pull you out, you know? You wouldn't have had that face-to-face conversation. Everyone would wanted you dead. I think we're gonna side with him. Sorry, I had the voice mod thing activated. Although all Peter's voice does, I realized how I made it was I think it was I made it so it got rid of the higher pitched tones of my voice. If that makes any sense. I can't remember if it was high pass or low pass, but I was fiddling around with it. So it's a very simple voice mod voice. You might not even notice it, but it helps accent my whatever voice I'm doing for him, I guess. Anyways, continuing my tangent here. I think we're going with choice number 1.
Tell them everything. Neon, the tracking program, the cover-up.
Fantastic. Thank you for this opportunity, Miss Cleary. This will be our biggest story ever. And, of course, the value to the public is incalculable. We shall open their eyes to the truth and shake their faith in the establishment. I believe this is only the first step to transforming the face of reporting. Would you join me at Tanko and continue to shine a light on all the secrets of the world?
Yes. The public must know what has been kept hidden from them.
Together, we will build Tanko into the preeminent face of independent journalism. It's going to be a beautiful day. Let's seize it together.
Okay. Now it's Neon Struct. Another amazing song, it sounds like. I think to my understanding, the home conversion, I don't know if they still make music anymore. I tried looking them up. But I'm happy to have played this game and discover that their music is so good and that they did basically most of it, if not all of it, really. Yeah. Thank you for playing. Oh, it continues. Washington, D.C. What was it? What is this? Is this what happened to us? Statues of us? Oh, okay. Let's find out what happened. Jillian Cleary. Following the public revelation of Neon in the invasive surveillance program, Jillian Cleary was hailed as a hero of the people. The agency quietly dropped all charges against Cleary, disavowed any knowledge of Neon, and ceased its participation in the tracking program. Cleary accepted a job as a surveillance consultant and news anchor at Tanco. Her show was an immediate success. She was made a partner in the company in 2018. She now resides in New York and has recently published her memoir, which has been translated into 25 languages and is an international bestseller. Looks like she's doing all right. Director Furtwanger. Director Furtwanger was fired from the agency for his involvement in the invasive surveillance program. Furtwanger died in 2017. His autopsy revealed a lethal combination of stims and alcohol. Now, would that have been the case if we chose a different ending? I wonder. Oh yeah, Alyssa Lawrence.
Alyssa Lawrence was released after 48 hours of questioning. She refused to give up any of the names in her underground network. Until her death in 2028, Lawrence continued to assist individuals who needed to live and move in secret.
Known to the public, Vinod Shibler remained in indefinite detention for 18 months after the events of October 2015. Jillian Cleary loudly denounced Shibler's that's an interesting last name, unlawful incarceration, and he was finally released and pardoned in 2017. Shibler has subsequently devoted his life to helping individuals illegally detained by the US government. Peter Tannhauser.
With Jillian Cleary's blessing, Peter Tannhauser published the full details of Neon, Beatrix Cheung, and the invasive surveillance program. The agency publicly disavowed any knowledge of Neon but quietly ceased its participation in the tracking program. Public interest in the matter, coupled with Cleary's insider knowledge, helped grow Tanco into the undisputed leader of independent journalism. Tannhauser currently resides in New York and is listed among the wealthiest 100 individuals in the world.
So it does seem like it did benefit him.
Following the public revelation of Neon, Beatrix Cheung was relieved of her job at the British Embassy. The agency publicly disavowed any knowledge of Neon and quietly ceased all communication with Cheung. Despite the setback, Cheung still believes in Neon's mission and has attempted to rebuild it over the past 15 years. Neon's current status remains a secret, and there is no evidence that its programs have improved global security.
Well, we don't know the perspective of it, right? Like, I'm sure if we sided with her, we would be getting a different perspective on things. Okay. Amanveer Singh was arrested on suspicion of illegal entry to the Neon data center, but there was insufficient evidence against him. He currently resides in London and works as an independent software security contractor. That's good. Unit? Who's Unit? Oh, that's right, the hacker. Unit recovered from her injuries and successfully sued the agency for $20 million. She departed Alyssa Lawrence's underground network on friendly terms and now works to shelter marginalized victims of abuse. Well, that's very kind of her. Mr. Grayside. I forgot what the voice I did for him was. Mr. Grayside was tried for the illegal manufacture of stims, but acquitted on account of the questionable discovery of the evidence against him. He currently resides on a private island in the Bahamas. Yeah. And these are our friends, right? Philip and Grace Beauchard. I kind of wonder what their relationship was with Jillian. Well, they're all moving a little bit. That kind of scared me. They probably were coerced into betraying her, I think. Probably. I don't know.
Philip and Grace Beauchard attempted to capitalize on the Jillian Cleary story by inventing a narrative in which they bravely tried to shelter her. Cleary has never publicly refuted the Beauchards' account, but she has not spoken to them since that night. That's fair. Stranger. I'm going home now. Are you coming? I guess so. Who are these strangers? I don't know. Huh. Also custom missions. Yeah. Well, that's all the maps in the game. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, that was Neon Struct. I'm couple more locked achievements here. Also, that was just my wife texting me, just checking in on me. I guess, you know, she's just worried about me. I guess because I'm trying my best, but she acknowledges that I'm going through a rough patch, just with stuff with my mom. But I am who I am. I'm just gonna keep doing my thing. I know it's not really positive to talk about sad stuff, but it's real, and I guess it helps me feel better. Maybe. Okay, got a couple. Okay. Interesting. Some discussions. Home conversion. The home conversion was Ann Strickland and Andrew Strickland, sister and brother from Dallas, Texas. They are two people on the soundtrack album cover. It included other players who I was unable to track down. The band has also an album called Stay Wild. You can find on Bandcamp and Spotify and perhaps other places. As you wrote, it does seem to have disappeared, but you may be able to find the siblings separately elsewhere. The developer. Andrew was a classmate of mine at SMU Guildhall. I knew he played in a band when we were in school together, but I don't think I ever heard their music during that time. 2005 to 2007. In 2013, while I was making Eldridge. Oh, is he the developer of Eldridge? He and Anne released Stay Wild, which sparked my imagination, helped form my vision of what Neon Struct would be. I reached out to them to ask if I could license some of their songs for the game, and they suggested doing the whole soundtrack. It was a very easy collaboration, and Neon Struct wouldn't be what it is without the home conversion. Also, I'm extremely grateful that they agreed to do the songs for the DOS expansion, despite none of us getting paid any more for it. I haven't been in touch with them in a while, but I believe Andrew is still doing his thing at Pixel and Texel. I hope they're well, and selfishly, I hope they make some more music. Okay. Interesting. So maybe they helped do the DLC for that. Okay. I just want to see. Okay, so maybe that's kind of a... Is this like an unofficial 18 years before the events of the main campaign? Oh, okay. Cool. That's neat. Maybe I'll check that out one day. One day. I just want to quickly check the store page. I wanted to see what else they did. What's this? Oh. Okay. I got a couple random other games. Role-playing shooter about hunting vampires in Nebraska.
Take missions to patrol the streets. Slayer Shock. Okay, that's like a little side scroller. It's a short form narrative about unreliable infrastructures. Huh, interesting. Super Win the Game, I've heard about that. Eldridge, I have this in my library. I bought it. I've never actually played it. I'll have to check that out one day. You have to win the game. That also sounds familiar. It's kind of neat to see that there's additional games here. Placeholder. What was that? What? Should have just jokes. Yeah, double jump. Do jobs to earn money to recharge to do jobs. An FPS speedrunning game developed for a game by its cover, Game Jam. Okay. What's this? Desperate Column? Blast your way to the top of the tower and take down the Megacorp, a minimalist roguelite FPS created for the 70 FPS 2021 Game Jam. Okay. Well, it's neat to see that the dev has continued the game's legacy, even if it's just for some fun little extras, which is neat. I wonder what they're working on next, but... Okay, I should probably end it here. So, hey, if you're still here, well, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being here. Special thank you to the people who are in my life, near or far, close or not. I appreciate you all existing. And I really appreciate my family. Yeah. It's a bit of a weird phase for me, but I'm sure everything will work out in the end. We'll all be okay. And maybe if you're listening to me years down the road and I'm still uploading videos, well, I'm sure I'll be okay. Eventually. With whatever happens. Anyways, enough of that. You take care of yourself, okay? Just keep doing your best. And you have yourself a fantastic day, afternoon, evening, and night. And thanks for joining me on, well, Neon Struct.